I think I know why Billy is especially upset, and it's because the truth is that Billy Mitchell is not a rich man. As part of my due diligence, I conducted a search of all of Billy's assets, just like Billy should have done before he sued me. This is so I knew what he owned in the event I won the lawsuit and he owed me money. And what I found interesting is that when I conducted a search on Billy's house, I found out that it wasn't in his name. It was completely in the name of his wife. Naturally, the first thought I had was that maybe Billy had moved this asset out of his name in preparation for losing the lawsuit. So I found the property deed of transfer, which showed in the year 2000 the property had been transferred solely into Billy's wife's name from a third party when she bought it. Except it wasn't bought by Billy's wife. Or at least, she wasn't his wife at the time. She didn't carry Billy's name, and the deed said she was a single woman. This didn't make sense to me, because Billy claims he has been married since 1996.
And you've been married for a long time. How many years have you been married?
Oh, since 96.
96. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I've already had 2 divorces, and you know, that's marriage is a wonderful and difficult thing.
Well, you've achieved something I haven't achieved. Look at it that way.
All right. And Billy would tell stories about how he's been married since the 90s.
I won't lie to you. It was 1999. My son was a year and a half old, and my daughter was 2 years old, or 2.5 years old, rather. And I had the opportunity to go to Japan. And I was so paranoid as I approached my wife to tell her about this opportunity. But she married this guy who's going to run off and play video games in Japan?
None of this was adding up, and I wanted to know what was going on. So I searched through public records, and they show that Billy wasn't married to his wife in 1996. Instead, they were married in 2003. So if Billy was married in 2003, why would he lie and say that he was married in 96? Well, it's because when he started having children with his current wife, he was married to another woman. Billy first got married in 1990. Then, in the mid-90s, he started a family with a woman who wasn't his wife. On the 13th of March 2003, Billy appeared in Season 4's 7th episode of the MTV series True Life, I'm a Gamer. In that episode, it shows Billy with his supposed wife, Evelyn. The interesting thing about this is that Evelyn wasn't his wife, as Billy was still married to someone else. However, I guess Billy figured that if he was going to publicly lie about who he was married to, he may as well make it official. So a week after this episode aired, Billy filed for divorce. And when his divorce was finalized in late September of 2003, the very next week, he applied to marry his mistress of many years. So that's why Billy lies about his marriage, because the truth is that he had his children out of wedlock to a mistress, and that just doesn't sound quite as wholesome.
I've already had 2 divorces, and you know, that's marriage is a wonderful and difficult thing.
Well, you've achieved something I haven't achieved. Look at it that way.
All right.